So also today on Facebook, I made a status pretty much breaking down what happens in the household, especially when in the black culture, the way we raise kids. Like most of the time, they raise the daughters to be so self-sufficient, independent, all of that good stuff, right? Like, you get yourself together. Don't rely on no man, blah, blah, blah. I'm sure because most of them are raised by single black mothers who are very strong and independent, and they had to be, so they don't even understand. I want to say understand. They don't have much experience on raising a child with a strong man or having a strong man in the household. So a lot of times they're just putting into their daughters what they learned. I trusted a guy at one point. I put my all in him. He let me down. I was fucked up. Never again, right? So my daughter's not going through that. But having a father around, or even a positive male figure, is so great because they can tell the other side of that. They can hopefully tell the girl what kind of man to look for, right? Because just because he got money don't mean he's a bad guy. Just because he's experienced don't mean he's a bad guy. You should want a guy that will love you the way that you want to be loved, you know what I'm saying? And you got to figure that out too. Like, what do you want? Like, what kind of love do you want? But a lot of times we won't even raise the sons to be the head of the household. So we don't raise the daughters to know who to pick, but we say make sure you straight. And then the boys is like, yo, figure it out on your own. You a man, you 18 now, go ahead, be a man. It takes a lot to build a kid, a boy, into a man. Like, it's a lot of mental shit. It ain't an age thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's more of a, how does he know himself, right? How does he love himself? He can't love a woman if he doesn't love himself, because when he marries her, you know, she's supposed to be part of him. So if she's part of you, that means you take care of you, you take care of her, right? So it's kind of like that shit, right? Christ, man, woman, children. And we get out of that because someone said out here, that's not the right order. Man shouldn't be over no woman, X, Y, and Z. Yo, we kind of built for that kind of life, though. Like, a man's supposed to be the protector, the provider, you know what I'm saying? The wife is the helper, you know what I'm saying? And even that word probably getting some of y'all like, oh, look at this nigga. Nah, it's real shit. You are the helpmate, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to assist and support and do everything else. You have domain over the children. So the thing is, I'm not saying that the woman just takes care of kids by herself. Nah, being a father means you gotta do some diapers and all the other stuff too, my guy. So what it is that you're both taking care of the kids, but your husband makes sure you straight though. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you want to work hard like a man for real? I know a lot of chicks who work mad hard, and I'm proud of all of them. But y'all be worn out. You know what I'm saying? I know that's normal. I know y'all can handle it, but y'all not built for that kind of life to be able to boom, bust that shit out, then go home and then cook and then do. That's craziness, man. So I know y'all would rather just have one of those things, or at least not have to work so hard, because you don't have to be the sole provider. Have a man take care of you to where, like, your shit is almost optional type shit, right? So you can focus on the stuff that you really care about. You know what I'm saying? Making sure the kids are straight, making sure the house is straight, making sure that, you know, food is in there, all of that good stuff that y'all like to do, right? So, and the man gets to focus on, boom, busting out and going to work, right? He got a support mate. She's like, hey, look, baby, you don't got to worry about making no lunch. I made your lunch. Or you don't got to worry about doing this kind of shit. I picked up your stuff for you. Or you don't really got to worry about nothing when you get home. You just got to just boom, boom, right? So everything's straight. So it's just how y'all help each other. And however you want your household to be is up to you, for real, because, you know, you might want to be doing more stuff. My mom loves doing yard work. She do. She says she love the shit. I mean, we done it before and all this kind of stuff growing up and whatever, but she likes the shit. So yeah, you can do the yard shit, but I know you want somebody to help you out in that bitch, especially if some days you don't feel it. You want a man to go out there and take care of that, right? But yeah, we don't raise our sons to be head of household, which is a very important job, yo. Like, you're the everything, nigga. You're the rock. You make sure that this boat is steered in the right direction, right? With the help of your wife. You make sure that the kids are respectful. You're teaching your wife a whole bunch of things that she may not have known. You putting up on game.